Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I will tell you what I learned during the intro to American literature course based on what I note down and what I remember. Firstly, we explore Asian American literature, a genre that includes work written by Asian American author. One of important figure in this genre is Jhumpa Lahiri, an Indian American writer. One of her famous work is The Namesake, which focuses on the theme of personal identity. Asian American literature often includes genres such as origin, alienation, hybridity, and mimicry. Common themes in this work include race, culture, and identity. While this topic can be subjective, they often address important ideas such as genders, sexuality, age, traditional and adaptive cultural formation, and Western racism toward ASEAN. Next, we also learn about African American literature. Today, one of the largest ethnic group in the United States is African American. Most of whom are of African descent. They are descendants of slaves who were forcibly taken from their homeland in Africa to work. In the past, slaves were often brought by Americans as they immigrated. The rank of black people were severely restricted, and they had long been excluded from economic, social, and political advancement in the United States. However, the beginning of the Civil War between the South and the North in 1861 and until 1865 marked the end of slavery due to abolition law. African Americans at the time created their own literature, one of which was the music we heard today. Examples are the jazz and blues music genre. Also, both were developed by African American. They have their different. And then we also watch the video Old Man at the Sea, a little story. This is video tell about grandfather named Santiago, a fisherman who struggled with his biggest catch, marlin. After 84 days without success, he sailed far out to sea and finally caught the big marlin on the 85th day. However, the fish pulled his boat for 3 days before Santiago could kill it. Despite his pride, Santiago warned that the people who would eat the fish were unworthy of his greatness. His journey home was filled with challenge when the marlin blots attracted the shark. And then the last myth we learn about Mexican American literature. Mexican American literature is literary work written by Mexican American in the United States. Most Mexican American literature dates from post 1848 and the United States, annexation of large part of Mexico after the Mexican American War. One of aspects of Mexican American literature is Chicano literature, which emerged from the cultural development in the Chicano movement. Chicano literature grew out of Chicano political and cultural struggle to develop a political foundation and an identity that rejected Anglo-American hegemony. We also read the story House on Mango. Maybe that's all can I say.